Aaron Snyder with Born Primitive Outdoor, and I am very excited to do the review on this new stove system by Ruff Ridge. Now, I just did a video on multiple stoves, so you can check that out as well. One of the reasons I did that video, though, is because I had to test this against everything else, and I'll go over how this works, go over how the testing's gone. The only thing I want you to keep in mind is I have not had this for multiple years like all of these other stoves, but so far this has done extremely well. So out of the gate, looking at this, right, it's a little bit unique because you have a detachable windscreen on this. So you are able to actually use this pot on any stove that you would want to, like a pocket rocket or something like that. But with this, you've got slots cut in here for the stove that comes in the kit that they will be selling, and that locks into place. There's little hooscrews there and 3 points to where this wind blocker locks in. The lid is pretty cool. You've got a silicone wrap on the lid that kind of it keeps that lid tight so it doesn't rattle around. You got a little silicone dealy whopper here, so you're not going to burn your hands pulling the lid off. And inside here, since this is not a symmetrical pot, you can actually fit inside here the spoon that they have in their system, as well as a lighter. So this spoon looks to be titanium, but you've got a spoon that fits inside there, and then you've got your stove. And the stove actually has an igniter as well, and this igniter is a little bit different than any I've seen. I have not had great luck with igniters, but this one, I've got it soaking wet. I've banged it around, still working again, but I haven't had this for a long period of time. And then you also have the fuel canister. Now, you can fit that heat exchanger in there as well in your system, and everything fits. I probably, me being me, I'm never going to do that. I'll probably just keep it attached. So I'll get this thing attached, lock it in place. This is their fuel canister that they're going to offer. This is not on the market yet. Now, as far as fuel efficiency, especially in the wind, this does extremely well. Boil time, it's in the running with the best. I did 16 ounces in 2 minutes and 30 seconds, 2 minutes and 28 seconds. The reactor was 2 seconds slower, and then the Ollie Camp and MSR Pocket Rocket was 1 to 2 seconds faster. That was as equal as I could make it at 5,200 feet. And so here you've got these little slots where that makes this even more sturdy, so that's not going to slide off, which I'm sure anybody that's been in the outdoors has had to deal with. And then that lid locks into place. You've got your igniter here, and it's 11 ounces, so extremely lightweight. That's with the entire system except the fuel canister. That's the stove, the spoon, the lid, the wind blocker, everything else. So with the testing I've done so far with this is winning the race by a long shot. The system will be 200 and some, 229 I think is what they told me. I personally would pay that. My reactor is $289. One of the reasons is the 11 ounces. That keeps me from having my ultra lightweight option for when I'm really going crazy, when I'm going in multiple miles, because this is just as light as that within an ounce. And it also boils a lot faster than my ultra lightweight system. So that's a bonus, and it's more fuel efficient. The other thing, if I get into a jam, although I would probably melt the handles off, I can detach this. This is not a heat exchanger, but the wind blocker. And if I needed to, I could set that right into the fire a lot easier than when you look at something like a reactor or maybe a jet boil, which I'm not a fan of at all. So you can detach that, and you can also use it with multiple different types of stoves. I don't know why you would do that, because this stove is a barn burner. It does really well. You can simmer with it, which is also pretty big for some people, not so much for me. I'm kind of a turn it on and burn it like it was damned kind of a guy. The 229 comes with everything. So you get your spoon, you get a fuel canister, you get obviously the whole kit as far as the wind blocker and everything else. And then again, that igniter has performed better than any igniter I've ever used. So this is from Roughridge Stove Company. It's two brothers. They're backpack hunters. They're really good dudes. They've worked in the outdoor industry off and on for quite a while. So highly recommend this stove. Support those guys. They like guns. They like the Second Amendment. They like hunting. They like predator hunting. And that is something you do not get with all of these other companies that we are putting money into when we're buying our stove fuel systems when we head out in the backcountry. These guys offer it all, and they're pro hunting, pro Second Amendment, which is pretty amazing. So check it out. Roughridge Stove Company, 11 ounces. Very, very respectable boil times, extremely fuel efficient, and looks pretty badass as well. Here, I'm gonna send this all at the same time. And then you can send back to me the edited version. What's going on, everyone? Aron Snyder with More Primitive Outdoor, and this is the new stove system from Roughridge Stove Company. Two brothers, they're backpack hunters, they're pro Second Amendment, pro hunting, pro predator hunting, which you don't get with any other stove company, which is amazing. They offer this full system. It's 11 ounces. Very, very innovative. I have a full review. There'll be a link. You can check it out. But you've got an entire system here that you can do anything with, from survival, throw this pot in the fire. Boil times, very respectable. And again, it's from two great dudes. It looks badass. Check out the full review. I cannot recommend this thing enough. Very excited for it to hit the market.